Hi, today we're going to be doing the thermite reaction. In the thermite reaction, the aluminum displaces the iron and iron 3 oxide, resulting in a single displacement reaction, so we end up with iron and aluminum oxide. It's a very exothermic reaction. In order to make the reaction happen, we have to mix together very finely divided aluminum powder. You can see that there. With very finely divided iron 3 oxide. I've mixed them together in stoichiometric quantities, and this is the thermite mixture that results. It's a very exothermic reaction, so in order to contain it, I'll be doing it in a flower pot, and I'll be putting that flower pot into a secondary container, this steel container, when I perform the reaction. I'll start by putting some thermite mixture into the flower pot. Now, one of the characteristics of the thermite reaction is that you have to get it to even though it releases a great deal of heat, you have to get it to a very high temperature to get it started. In order to do so, I'm going to use this gray powder called Thermite starter. It's a mixture of barium peroxide and finely powdered aluminum. And then, as a wick or fuse to get it started, I'm going to be using this magnesium ribbon. So I'll start by placing the magnesium ribbon in the center of it. There we go. And packing down the thermite mixture firmly around the ribbon. There we go. Then I'll take some of the thermite starter, the barium peroxide aluminum mixture, and put it around the base of my magnesium wick. Magnesium fuse, I should call it. Then I'm going to place the whole thing inside of this steel secondary containment. When I go outdoors to perform this is what you'll see on the ring stand. I'll light the fuse, the magnesium fuse, with a propane torch. The fuse will burn down. It burns very brightly, but that's not the important part of this reaction. When it gets down to the thermite starter, you'll see a big flash at the top of the pot. But that's not really what you want to watch either. What you need to be paying attention to is the bottom, this hole at the bottom, because the product mixture will be pouring out of here, molten iron and molten aluminum oxide. Okay, here we are outside of Columbia Hall. Beautiful day. And here's our flower pot with the thermite mixture, the thermite starter, and the magnesium fuse on it. It will be running down into this the steel container that has sand on the inside of it in order to catch the molten metal. Are we ready? Guess we'd better be. Remember, what you want to look at is the bottom here. That is where the molten steel and aluminum oxide will come pouring out. Let's do this. That was rather anticlimactic. Let's try it again. That's a pretty long fuse, I suppose. Take two. Wow. You can see the molten metal there, and a lot of it stayed up in here. That was pretty dramatic.